Joining us now for an update on sports stories across the globe is Aaron, the Baron, Akerijola. Good morning, Aaron.
Yeah, good morning to you, Doctor. Good morning to you,
Mr. Aaron.
Now, good morning to you, Adesua. And let's get it started because as it stands right now, all is set. As a matter of fact, the moon is rising and they're saying the beast will be coming out to roost. The final Grand Slam of the year, the US Open at Flushing Meadows in New York, will see stars align for what will be a massive showpiece. And what we're expecting are some major outings in round one. You can actually see that Serena Williams in a final hurrah will be going against Kovinic. And let's see what happens. Naomi Osaka will be going against Daniel Collins in the first round. And not forgetting Emma Raducanu herself will not have the easiest of draws against Francis Elise Cornet. So as it stands right now, the winner of the 2021 US Open will be tested. She's among several teams who will be vying for the biggest honor in the US in regards to tennis. So let's see how it actually goes. A lot is expected, but the biggest news from all of this is the fact that 21-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic still defiant. And he says, sadly, I will not be able to travel to New York this time for the US Open. Thank you, #NoFam, for all your messages and love and support. Good luck to my fellow players. I'll keep in good shape and positive spirit. See you soon in tennis world. We know that, Doctor, you mentioned that the fact that he will not just only be missing the US Open alone, but the Aussie Open at Melbourne next year would also be a big question mark. And the man is insistent. He's defiant. And I must actually say that some have said that, John McEnroe, for example, has actually spoken about him. And John McEnroe has said this is his own opinion about what he thinks should happen. He said, quoting McEnroe on Djokovic, I think it's stupid they don't let him play. I would have been vaccinated in his place. But you have to respect the fact that I cannot even do that. And he goes on to say that they should allow him play, but let's see what happens. A big setback, because we want to see the 35-year-old strut his stuff. He's won quite a number of US Open, and he could have added to his stalling. But he opens the floodgate for the likes of Rafa Nadal to extend his 22 Grand Slam, and for the young guns who seem to be blazing right now. So qualifiers are still on, by the way, and it will be ending on Sunday as the festivities officially begins on Monday. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Away from that, now to the UEFA Champions League. We spoke about this yesterday, and the draws are actually out from Group A down to H. A lot is expected from 8 groups, and the talks are raging about the group of death. But in the meantime, Liverpool will be hoping they can do one better this time around. They got to the finals last season. Atletico Madrid are in Group B alongside Porto, Bayer Leverkusen and Club Brugge. In Group C, the group of death has Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan and Victoria Plzen. One to watch out for. Group D, Eintracht Frankfurt, Tottenham Hotspur, Sporting CP and Olympique Marseille. In Group E, of course, AC Milan will be going against Chelsea, Salzburg and Dynamo Zagreb. In Group F, also quite interesting, Real Madrid, the holders, will be going against RB Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk and Scottish club Celtic. In Group G, Manchester City against Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund at Copenhagen, as Haaland will be returning back to his former stomping ground. And Group H, Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, Benfica, and the Israeli club Haifa Maccabi. So let's see what actually happens. But while after the draws were held, it was the opportunity to actually bestow upon some players honors. And Karim Benzema, of course, without a doubt, he shone like $1 million last season, and he was actually given that particular honor.
Plug my laptop, please.
This is the first time he's winning it, by the way. Yeah. So he actually mentioned that and how huge it was for him. But Carlo Ancelotti also spoke about the fact that it was also immense. Ancelotti has won 4 different Champions League, 2 with Real Madrid, 1 with AC Milan back in the day. So you can look at that and say to yourself that one of the most accomplished coach in club football. And let's not leave out Putellas, the Barcelona and the Spanish player who also won the best player for the female. So congratulations to all of them. Before I actually open the floodgates, let's talk about Formula One. All right, Spa. The Spa will be opening up this weekend for the Belgian Grand Prix. The players are actually rising. Of course, Kimi Raikkonen has actually said that he will not be, he will not be contested. Okay, so let's see what actually happens. Max Verstappen still holds the lead, and Charles Leclerc will be trying to play catch-up. In the constructors' title, Red Bull seems to be running away with it, and a lot is expected. One man, Max Verstappen, has had a season to remember. You can see the number of wins he's actually had this season and the number of points he's actually garnered this season. He's top on the totem pole. At the moment, no one can touch him. He can do no wrong. For Lewis Hamilton, who started awfully and actually improved as the season went on, he will be hoping to do better. Right now, he's 6th on the grade. He can do better than what he's doing. But Daniel Ricciardo will be leaving the McLaren team at the end of the season. Let's see what becomes of his future. He flattered to deceive. He was at Red Bull, did a lot. It looked promising, but it never materialized. Over to you.
Okay. Champions League football, back. Tuesday night football.
Yes.
And all lovers of the beautiful game are looking forward to those encounters.
Yes.
Group C, the group of death.
Yes.
Barcelona, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich.
As a matter of fact, Thomas Muller has sent a message to Robert Lewandowski
Yes,
that we are
Rangers.
expecting you at the Alliance. at the Alliance Arena.
Yes.
Let's see what happens.
Where's Lewandowski playing against Bayern?
Yeah.
That would be an interesting one. And of course, the other group where you have Man City and Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
Haaland playing against Dortmund. Another interesting outcome. But Group C, clearly the group of death. Everybody will be looking to those fixtures. Actually, yes.
Okay, quickly.
Okay.
Yes, you are right. Group C, group of death, because whatever happens, one of those giants will have to drop.
One will fall.
At the knockout stage.
Yes.
And in Group F, where you have the title holders, Real Madrid, they seem to be very lucky.
Yeah.
I think they
exceptionally lucky.
It will be like
Exceptionally
almost a
lucky.
walk-through.
No, Real Madrid
for Real Madrid.
Bring anybody on. Real Madrid will crush and cruise to the trophy.
But the other
They
story
don't depend on
yesterday
luck.
had to do with speculations about the future of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Because he put out a message on Instagram showing himself in training and saying, look, keep him fit and looking to the future. And that led to speculations that maybe he might still show up in the Champions League because, if he's not there, that would be the first time that would not be showing up since 2003. And that he's so, involved with the Champions League, honor.
He's the highest scorer in the Champions League.
We may hear, in due course, that maybe he's going to Sporting Lisbon.
Yes,
or
his
he
boyhood club.
Or he may go to Atletico, or any other groups, clubs that are in the Champions League. Then congratulations, of course, to Benzema. I think the honor is well deserved.
Yes,
and also to Carlos Ancelotti, and also to Putellas.
Yes.
And then, of course, to John Fashanu.
Yes.
Who is going to be
AFC
honored
Wimbledon.
this Saturday by FC Wimbledon for being part of that crazy gang of FC Wimbledon that beat Liverpool 1-0 in 1988 to win the FA Cup. So we should be, applauding, John Fashanu for this honor 34 years later. As for Novak Djokovic, Adesua brought up the topic earlier on. And I said, look, the only roadblock at this moment in Novak Djokovic's career is Novak Djokovic himself. Because it looks like he's engaged in an act of self-sabotage rather than heroism.
Doctor, I would beg to differ for the singular reason that he's won 21 Grand Slams. He says he's not after setting a record. We know that at 35, with his body structure and what he's playing right now, he can actually do that. But he says he's not even interested in that. He just wants to play tennis. And he doesn't want to be muzzled into doing what he cannot, probably might not be able to sleep at night for. So
let's hear from Adesua, because we discussed this earlier.
Yes. Yes, Aaron, yes, you beg to differ, but it's about the health and safety of others. So if he decides to play tennis, is he going to play tennis alone? He's going to play with other people, and he needs to get vaccinated. So he's in a fix. But I want to talk about Benzema. Do you think that the Frenchman is on his way to clinching the Ballon d'Or in October?
The truth is, he's the hot favorite to actually pick up that particular award. But a lot of people are still putting a question mark that this is the World Cup year, and World Cup plays a huge role in who becomes the best player in the world, literally. I'm hoping that Benzema has a good outing with the Le Bleu. But if you'd ask me, I think it's a slam dunk for him.
Okay, thank you very much, Aaron Akereja.
pleasure.
Thank you very much.